I'm gonna take some stuff with me to go mining. Yeah, anybody want to go to the desert with me?
Not today.
Yes. Well,
I have this big bear statue. I'm gonna slap this down somewhere.
I left that for you.
Boomf.
You're welcome.
Wait, no, this is my bear statue. Did you
Okay.
leave me another bear statue?
I left a bear statue for you. I don't know if that's the same one or not.
another liberal.
Oh my
defeated
God.
with facts and logic.
I
Got
didn't
him.
want it, so I just left it with you.
Have you all seen Ben Shapiro's sister?
Yes.
No.
Would you like
know
to?
what's up. You know what's so cool about her then?
She's
No.
good looking. She's good looking.
She's got big boobs.
Gotcha.
That's what I was talking about. There's all these pictures of it's like it's like Ben Shapiro. I see that you have milk in the fridge but no cows in the field. Are you hiding Abigail under the floorboards?
Fucking harsh.
That's funny.
Hey, I've got some more hay. You want me to drop it off in your chest of your house?
Yes, please.
Can,
All right.
can like Pam hurry up?
Oh, do we have a second silo? Hold on, wait. Let me get some of this shit.
I do. Deluxe coupe on the way, baby.
Walk faster.
You old biddy.
You know, talking about internet celebrities earlier.
Go ahead.
Do you guys know about Sam? Don't stop doing that. Do you know about Sam Hyde?
I can't say that I do.
He's just like a dude, but anytime there's like
Sure.
a shooting or a bombing, they blame it on him.
Why?
So, because it's funny, and
For the lulz, of course.
there's a picture of him that's really old of him posing with a big old scary looking gun, and it's just like the federal agents have a picture of the YouTube headquarters shooter, and it's just him.
Yeah.
Or there's one when the riots were going on, it was like riots confirmed to be started by African American nationalist Sam Quan Hyde, and it's just him, color shifted to be African American.
So is this just like a running internet joke, or is this like
Yeah,
people
it's just a running internet joke.
Okay.
And he's just some dude. And then there's one. It's like Muslim extremist identified Samir Al Ahid, and it's just him. It's just him. it's
Getting really creative
good.
with the names there.
I think he's one of the. I know Wall Street Bets, the subreddit that caused all that. The poor people shouldn't be allowed to have money drama.
Yeah.
I think he's either like they either are in on the joke. I'm about to die, by the way,
Rip.
or he's like in that community or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm dying. I don't know. I don't know what's expected of me these days when I'm dying.
I'm dying. By
Yeah,
the way,
that's a rip.
by the way, Matthew the
I
dog
hate
did
this
have to
game.
poop, so it was legitimate.
I hate this.
What
game.
what'd you say?
I said, by the way, Matthew the dog did have to poop, so it was legitimate.
Okay.
He wasn't just being a jerk.
This game sucks.
I'm looking something up real quick.
What two items? Oh,
I can't
don't
do that.
care.
Okay. No, I can't do this. I need to go. Okay.
Where's somewhere I can spend all this fat stacks of money that I have?
Wait, I think I'm confused.
Depends on what you want.
What's
okay,
up?
here we go.
You could go to Pierre's, you could go to Marnie's, you could go to Robin's. There's so many options.
Yeah, what's Robin doing these days?
I don't know.
You know, just being hot.
Okay.
Is that going to be your wife on the farm?
Yep.
Should be. A workbench? A telephone?
Bitch, please.
Sign me right up. Oh, back to the bed, since y'all were so interested.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting a twin bed, because, I shouldn't be living too frivolously.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting a mattress I'm going to put on the concrete floor with no sheet.
You should at least get like a box spring
get a
or
box
something.
spring. That's exactly what I
I'm
was
getting
gonna say.
I'm getting a bed frame
Okay.
that is like I'm getting one of those bed frames that doesn't need a box spring. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Have y'all seen those? They're platform beds.
Yeah. I know
Oh,
what you're talking about.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, I had one of those in
Get one of
college.
those.
I got one of those secondhand. I think it was like a queen size mattress and just like a platform. How much did I pay for that? It was like $20.
Like, yeah, it was super cheap.
Yeah, I bought a brand new one.
Fucking
that is
ran away. Can't catch this fish.
it's all steel and it was like it was like over $100. It was like a little bit over $100 for a brand new bed frame.
That's not bad.
I don't like having a super huge bed, because
Hence the hammock you've been in.
yeah, that's as soon as I got that, I realized it's the exact same size as a normal bed. So that's one reason why I wanted to get rid of it.
Wait,
Man.
why would it bother you that it's the same size as a normal bed?
Because I wanted more of my room to be freed up.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Before I had a queen. I either had a queen or a full. And it was like half of my room was the bed. And I really didn't want to, have that happen. So, what am I trying to say? I got the hammock, and the hammock is longer but skinnier.
Gotcha.
Not even that. The frame underneath takes up the exact same amount of space, but I can walk over the frame. The new twin bed should be pretty good. I slept in a twin all my life, so I know my limits.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I slept in a twin until I guess it was like after college.
Did you two ever have to share a twin bed?
Yeah, we've had to before in
Kinda,
travels and stuff like
travels. It's not fun. We're both
Yeah.
very tall people,
that.
and
Yeah. I'm 6 feet. You're 5'9".
yeah, and
that's
not
mega short.
and not super skinny people, so it's not great. It is not a comfortable pairing.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing that.
It's not.
As I've
Well,
sadly
also,
admitted, I'm the only person sleeping in my bed.
Yeah, she super heats, super
I
conducts
do
heat.
also superheat. That's part of it as well.
So like, go to bed at whatever
I'm inclined to
midnight,
believe him
2:30 in the
over you.
morning. 2:30 in the morning, I will wake up just drenched in sweat because it's like sleeping next to a radiator.
Yeah, it's true. That is very true. Large milk.
Like I could probably like shove a hot pocket under your arm and in the morning have a nice hot breakfast.
Sure. You do you, boo.
Maybe I will. I like my
Don't
women to
get it.
smell like ham and cheese.
So
Ham and
weird.
cheese hot pocket stuck.
My new perfume.
I wanted to pick a basic one. Philly cheesesteak. It's all about
those are
the
those
sub.
ones good?
The sub. It's all. Well, here's the thing. It's the what makes a hot pocket is not the filling. I mean, the filling is your choice. It's the bread. You got to get the
No, it's
sub.
not.
You got to
You're
get
wrong.
the. Shut up. You got to get the sub pocket. The normal hot pocket, crispy, crunchy, tender, flaky crust or bullshit. It's not great. It's like a bunch of saltine crackers that have been like chewed up and spit back together and formed into a brick. But the
are you talking
but the
about?
sub pockets, those are good.
What is that? I've never even heard it.
It's
You're
it's a
making
hot
something up
it's
and
a hot
telling me
pocket. It's
I
a
need to
hot
be hip.
pocket. It's a hot pocket inside of like some soft bread. Instead of being
Don't tell me I need to be hip to what you just made up right now.
it's a sub pocket. It's fantastic.
Let me look up Sub Pocket. This is a board game. Hot Pocket subs.
Yeah.
That
You
looks awful. That looks awful.
It's so much better
Get
than a Hot
outta
Pocket, though.
here.
It's so much better than a Hot Pocket.
Do they still make them? This is a commercial from 2006.
Yep, that sounds about right.
So old.
It's literally a loaf
I had
of
them over at
bread
my
with
grandparents'
meat and
house
cheese.
all the time. I don't know if they still make them anymore, but if they do, they should. Why would they not? That's the best invention they've had.
Garlic buttery crust. It's not crackers mashed up together. Get over yourself.
Oh,
Hot
I'm gonna.
Pockets. The only Hot Pocket you should be eating is the pizza one, the pepperoni pizza one.
Oh, absolutely.
Those are good, and I don't
I would agree.
understand how people can like other ones. Like some people like
Pepperoni Hot Pocket just reminds me of like Friday lunches in like grade school. It's like I should have that and like a little carton of chocolate milk.
Okay.
people hate Hot Pockets.
You sound like you're people. You sound like you're people right now.
No, oh no, I love Hot Pockets. Some people will eat even
Hot
the
Pocket
best
stand
ones,
extraordinaire.
people will be like, these things give you, like food poisoning. And like, I think some people are born with subpar genetics. I'm going to go out there and say that.
Uh-oh.
Some people are born weak. And like, if
And
you
they
get
must
a
be
tummy
purged.
Okay, Lil Hitler.
What a
if
scamp.
You get a tummy ache. If you get a tummy ache from eating a hot pot. This is what it's like talking to Dortle all the time. Dortle will be like, man, I can't drink tap water. It gives me heartburn. He's always like that. You have listened to him be like that.
That's pretty funny.
And I make fun of him for it. Because he should be made fun of for being so weak sometimes.
He can't even be here to defend himself.
Oh
Y'all
my
are so
god.
mean.
He's like, man, do you like yellow mustard? Doesn't that give you a stomach ache? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
You like the Philly? Yeah, see, Lauren's helping out. This is the Philly cheesesteak Hot Pocket is really good.
I've
The
never
Sub
had
Pocket.
it. I've never had it. Stop saying sub pocket. Those aren't real. They're not
What,
real
they're
anymore.
called. What are they called? Hot Pocket subs.
Hot pocket subs, but they're still not. They're not real anymore.
They're real to me.
That's
Damn
like-
it.
That's like going to McDonald's and asking for a McBLT because McBLTs were really good, and they're gonna be like, "Sir, nobody's had one in 30 years."
So we're gonna have to ask you
Those
to
have been
exit
dead
the time
for
machine.
30 years.
I'd like the
Okay,
spaghetti.
when did
I'd
we-
like the spaghetti dinner, please. There was
I know,
that.
the
There was that
Mc-
one. There was that one. Where was that? That was outside of Orlando, or inside of. I guess it's outside of.
It's
Disney
in
World. It's in
Orlando,
Orlando.
yeah.
There's a. It's like the world's largest McDonald's or something like that. It's like 2 stories tall. There's a full arcade on the second floor. There's a magician that comes by like two days a week to do like magic shows
Awesome.
at supper. They have the McCafe where they actually serve like spaghetti and meatballs and like pizza and like beef stroganoff and shit like that. Like we went there.
pretty
I think I got
ridiculous.
like a Baja burrito which had like avocado slices and things like that in
That
it.
sounds
It's
gross.
2 a.m.
I'm literally standing next to my bed.
Okay.
This is bullshit.
Well,
Whatever.
Did you guys have the McDLT?
I can't say that I have.
Mick
Level
DLT.
7 farming,
Oh,
hoe
baby
proficiency.
cow.
Baby, my hoe proficiency is upgraded.
Oh, I'm so proud.
I can also make a
So you
loom.
guys
Oh, you muted. I can't hear you anymore.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, you just
I
stopped
just
talking.
stopped talking.
Okay, that's fair. I can't tell the difference. Today is the day that we
Oh
we
yeah,
did
yeah.
go do the thing.
Do we share a stand?
I think so. Yes, we do.
I have no idea.
So here's what I've got. I have, not this one. I have, here, let me hit this organize button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different purple fish. So if you want me to just load it up with fish.
Sure, go for it. I've got some purple milk if you want any of that.
You got some purple what?
I got it.
Milk.
Do we have any other like purple or gold like, because variety is the thing too. You have a
Where
gold
you at?
pumpkin? I've got a gold parsnip. Here, I'm gonna bring
I'm
you
gonna
here.
put a gold pumpkin in your yellow chest.
Okay.
I gotta get to harvesting my stuff.
Okay. Yeah, Watts, if you want to put the gold milk in the yellow
I said
chest.
purple milk, but okay.
Oh, purple milk. Oh, I'm sorry. If you want to put the purple milk in the chest outside of my
Will do.
Did anybody get the mayor's underwear?
Not yet. I
don't
haven't
think
really befriended anyone.
I'm friendly enough with anybody yet.
Because if you get that, you can blackmail them.
Yeah, that is fun.
I have a row of, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If somebody has 9 fall crops, I don't think I have any fall crops, seeds. But I've got a thing here.
Take
How
some of
many
those
hearts
mixed
do you have to
seeds,
get into somebody's house? Is it 4 to get into her
It's a
room?
lot. Yeah, I think it is.
Oh yeah, the
Can you
mixed
get in?
seeds.
No, I've got 3 with her.
Go give her something.
Yeah, I might
Oh,
be able
wait.
to do it. I don't know if it'll be in time for the thing, though.
Yeah. Go do it right now.
Okay, hold on.
You could also give her that amaranth too.
I did give her that already.
Yeah.
I think that's probably how I got to 3, honestly.
I was gonna ask y'all earlier if you guys ever had the McDLT, because then we start talking about the thing.
The DLT.
Yeah, the McDLT. I don't
What
know
is
what
the
the
DL?
L or the T stand for.
Well, hopefully LNT is lettuce and tomato.
It is a burger separated into 2 styrofoam containers where the hot is on one side
Oh,
and
yes!
the cold is on the other.
The hot stays
have
hot,
that?
the cold stays cold. No, because that came
Yeah,
out in like
yeah, we-
1981. But it was
it sure did.
it was Jason Alexander. It was like his first TV appearance before he was on Seinfeld.
Really?
He did this song and dance number through the streets.
No.
Yeah, and he's like
The-
talking
the-
about the hot stays hot and the cold stays cold. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And there's like 40 people that come and join him, and there's like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
huge, it's
That's
bananas.
funny. I'll have to check that
It-
out.
Where's
it
your purple
came out
milk?
in the 80s. It stayed till 98.
Where's your purple milk?
Hold on.
I just want to know so I can put it on the.
It's on my person.
Oh, we'll bring it
One
with you,
moment.
and I'll leave a spot for you.
One moment.
We got to get going.
I gotta water my crops. Yeah, it was discontinued in 98. It was a stupid idea.
Yeah.
And the cheese was on the cold side.
Oh,
Yeah, so you assemble that bad boy and you got some glue sitting on top of your burger. I do not like American cheese. I think it is gross, as the kids say.
it melts so well. Okay, let's go to this thing.
Hold on, I'm doing
I don't care how it
stuff.
does. First of all, sometimes it just doesn't melt. Sometimes you get a bad slice and that bastard's not going anywhere. What am I bringing? Am I bringing something?
I got a gold pumpkin. I didn't know if you had something else. I've got purple fish out the wazoo.
Just get some more purple fish. I'm busy. I'll be there in 1 second, okay?
Well, we all have to go to the
I
thing.
know, but just hang on a second.
What do we have till like 2 o'clock?
We have until noon.
So we
Oh,
need to go
really?
now. We need to go now then.
There's no way we're gonna
No,
fucking make it.
I'm just joking. It's just a joke.
Let's go now anyway. You can come back. You're gonna have the rest.
Okay.
It's gonna end at like 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock and dump you back on the farm. You can take care of your shit then.
Fine.
I'm looking at the McDonald's wiki. The land, sea, and air burger.
Is it
What
like the
now?
Noah's
Beef
Ark?
pa-
Did you hear
Two
about?
beef patties, 2 breaded chicken patties, and a filet of fish.
Pick up
That's
this plum.
hilarious.
Have you? Okay, so back in the day, there used to be a website that you could, and it may still exist, but in a different capacity, where you could go on Burger King's website and make your own burger, and it would just like it would display like how it looked. So you could honestly like just pick like mayo, and it would just show like a slab of mayo on a table.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So somebody made the Noah's Ark burger, which is 2 of each animal. It was 2 beef patties, 2 chicken patties, 2 filet of fish, and like 2 strips of bacon or something like that. And some dude actually went and bought it, and they made it for him. And he said he got like a third of the way through it, and was just had to like take a nap. He's done. What can you get here? Anything? You can buy Star Drop for 2,000 stars. You can also buy 100 hay for 500 stars. I guess I'm gonna spend
What
some.
does startup drop do for you again? I forget.
Increases your energy.
Ah. Oh yeah, it's like it. Yeah, I got you.
It's like a star drop.
Yep. Dropping some
1 star
stars,
token for spending 8 hours on that. Go ahead.
Basically.
Is that an MF and clown?
Mm-hmm.
God, look at my character's stupid bald head in the corner of the screen.
All right, I left a spot for you to put your purple milk. I got to go around and talk to people now.
Hey, good job on walking those paces, man.
I'm working off my baby fat.
I'm gonna gamble real quick if that's okay with you guys.
Sure.
That's
It's
cool.
like your thing now, so do it. I'm just going around talking to everybody.
No. Oh, okay. I'm done. I'm not done.
Oh,
50. We're gonna do 50. I gotta get back.
it's all about the. Since I have level 10 fishing, I'm just gonna fish until I get my points that I need. So
It's a good idea.
y'all hang out because I'm gonna be fishing for a
That's
minute.
fine. I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, get out of here, you stupid bastard. I won.
You rat bastard.
Rant bastard.
There was a lady I worked with that talked like that.
Talk like
Seriously?
what is it called? What is
She was
that?
from Chicago.
What is the name of that show?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No. Well, I mean, yes, but the one from the
I have
90s.
no idea. I have no idea.
I don't know what we're talking about, hun.
The woman that had Fran Drescher had the laugh. The nanny. That's what it
Oh,
was.
The Nanny.
The Nanny. I have that on DVD.
Cool, The Nanny. I used to love that show.
Y'all can
Me and my
bond
brother
over the
used to watch
nanny.
it before school.
Mm-hmm. She had the laugh. That was her thing.
Yeah. You remember the scene where she was told to shave him because he was getting surgery, so she shaved his face?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was
great.
it. That show was weird. Yeah, me and my brother used to watch it all the time.
It's fishing time. Gonna get these points. Gonna get myself a star drop. I was about to say a
Okay.
stew drop.
I'm about to get physically violent over here in the middle of the town.
Good luck with that.
No, I caught a piece of plant.
You guys can see me win and lose money.
I can't. I'm inside this fishing hut. I'm protected from
Okay.
your wrath and scorn. I don't have to witness it. All right, my 150 points gets me what? And then I think I had like a few of those were perfect. $432 star tokens. Hell yeah. I'm well on my way to getting the 2,500 I need. Do this again. Oh, I see that you had 1,400 though. How did you get your initial tokens though? Are you just like
bought 'em.
betting in the middle? Oh, you bought them?
Yeah, I bought him.
I caught a newspaper.
I talked to everybody. Let's see.
But yeah, there's a thing for 500 500 points that gives you 100 wheat, so I'm gonna buy that. Or 100 hay, rather. So I'll get that for you, Watts.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Quit catching foliage and catch a fish.
What? So you gonna like get some points or what?
Nope.
Why?
I'm talking to people.
You don't want to start her up?
Nah, I'll be okay.
She's unfazed. I love how you found one.
Yeah. You know how people are like here from like out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tourist people.
My town has a festival where.
Oh my god, if I catch one more piece of algae, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh my god!
like tourists will come in and I'm like, why are you here?
It's kind of, yeah. Kinda how
This is bullshit. I cannot believe this.
Your mom.
Thanks. I caught. I hope it tallies up how many. I caught 3 fish, and I think I caught 9 algae. Get
Hey,
the
Watts, can you come here?
what a
Yeah.
fucking
My
rip
lady.
off.
I like your fedora.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Got
Do we
bitten
get
one star
wait? Do we
point.
get star tokens for winning the display?
I have no idea.
I don't remember. I don't think we do. I don't remember what we do get though.
We may get star tokens for that. So let's go ahead and kick this off, and then I don't have to sit here and fish.
Can I
as
loot
long.
the trash?
No, you can't.
Not in these. I tried already.
We're such classy people. We're pillars of the community.
Rifling through the trash.
But yeah, after I'm done with this in 1 minute and 3 seconds, then we can kick it off. And if we win, we may get star tokens, and then that'll save me some time.
Sounds good.
I love how we're literally just serving a spread of what all these other chumps are doing. We don't look very cool doing this.
Yeah, we look like we're kind of stealing from all of their stuff, right?
Well, there are 3 of us though. Oh, I got a soda. There are 3 of us that they are doing a bunch of different things. You know.
I know. It's kind of funny.
There were 4 of us, but we kicked that other guy out because he kept sniffing my hair in the middle of the night.
What?
Watts,
Yeah.
Watts, when Crash goes to start the event, I want you to pull all the stuff off there right before he talks to the mayor.
Okay. All right. I'm on it.
Could you imagine?
Here's this empty box,
terrible.
fucker. This is what I think of your festival. Yeah, you got your display right here, grabbing your junk.
Dude, what about that Onion video where that kid threw the buzzer beater shot with like?
Oh my gosh,
20
it's so good. And he's
first
just flipping
quarter?
off the camera the whole time.
Yeah, and the coach is like, he's like Mike Kelly, not Fat Mike, and he's like, is anybody talking to you, Bob?
Bob. It's such a good
There
bit.
goes the V-lick on him.
All right, y'all ready to kick this off?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, are you ready? Oh, yes. Here we go.
When does it start?
Hey, baby.
Look at that card.
Hey. That's
$5
going.
says you won't push the mayor over.
I don't think you can.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
Where's
have you
this-
ever tabletop somebody?
Where is this bully?
Ever what?
Tabletop somebody.
What does that mean?
Here he is. Look at this. Look at this nincompoop right here. Look at him.
That's where let's say me and you wanted to tabletop Crash. I get down on my hands and knees. Right
Oh, yeah,
behind
yeah,
him
yeah,
and
yeah.
Push him over.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
he
Yeah.
falls and then hits the ground like.
Oh my
3
god,
times.
get out of the way!
Yeah,
You're
I know what it is. I just
Oh,
couldn't. I didn't know that is a term, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Have y'all ever done that? You have?
Oh, yeah.
Did they think it was cool or were they mad? Cause
I mean, it was one of those things
I'd
that,
be
like, in
mad.
5th and 6th grade football, everybody was doing it, so
Oh, yeah,
everybody
that's
thought it was
different.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's outside. You're already getting roughed up. I'm talking like people will tabletop people in their house. like they'll just be chilling in their house. Oh, great.
1,000 star tokens.
I wish I knew that earlier before I gambled and lost my soul.
Don't
It's
forget
stuff
to
like that.
don't forget to pick up your milk that you lied about. You were like, it's purple milk.
Accidentally already got rid of that.
Get out of the thing, dude.
You're just not bringing your A game.
Well, I didn't.
I'm moving. I have to move each item one at a time. It's a
Ah.
pain.
Can't get into it. There we go. Did you take it?
No.
Well, it's not there anymore.
Well, I wonder who fucking took it. Look at this
Oh, okay.
shifty man sprinting away with his fedora. Oh, this isn't where I wanted to be.
Where did you want to be?
Bet it all on green. Green is like instant win. Green has like a high chance of winning. It's like 50%.
Amazing how that works, huh?
Yeah, I never. I did rough around with my friends, and like we would beat the tar out of each other in the hallway and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, did y'all dunk on each other? Was that around back in the day?
Are you just talking like basketball?
No, dunking. It might be after your time, old man. But it's where you, like, okay, let's say you and Watts are in high school, and you're spending time with her in between classes, and I see you two enjoying yourselves for more than 2 microseconds. So I will come over and body slam you into the wall and clap my hand on the wall above you.
No, that is
Like
not a
I'm
thing we
dumping
did.
it.
I've never heard of this.
We did it all of the time.
That's not a thing we did.
So like somebody would just be standing anywhere near a wall. They get straight chest bumped into the wall. Like their shoulders are buckling in on themselves because they're moving into the wall. And then you just hear right above them. Or they would do it on the tops of doorways. So one time a guy jumped up on somebody's shoulders and like rode them like an animal while hitting the wall.
Sure.
That's pretty
That
great.
stuff was- dunking on people was the best. Or we would dead-leg each other in the hallway.
Dead-legging is, yeah.
This one girl... there was
Dead-legging is a
girl who was
classic.
really good at it. She was the best person I've ever seen at dead-legging. She could always hit the nail on the head. And one time she came up to me with both of her hands and got both of my legs as I was walking down the
Oh,
hallway.
no.
And I just fell backwards onto like my upper back with like my legs still tucked under me. I could have ripped my ACL.
Ugh. Did y'all ever have, they were called a lot of different things, like wasps or hornets or something, folded pieces of paper that you would shoot with rubber bands?
That stuff's not fun. That stuff's not fun.
Oh.
That stuff hurts.
It's fun until somebody decides to start putting, like, thumbtacks in them, yeah, but if you just play with paper, it's a lot of fun. Because it just stings for a second.
God, that stuff's brutal, dude. I mean, we would snap each other with rubber bands too. Or did y'all ever
Like playing quarters. I never played that. I thought that was dumb as hell.
Did you guys ever our chairs were plastic with steel rivets, and something about them they were like bucket seats, but they were plastic. They were hard plastic.
Yeah.
Something about them. If you rubbed back and forth, you would generate an immense amount of static electricity.
Uh-huh.
So then you lean forward. You have to not be touching the desk.
Yeah.
And then you touch somebody on the back of their ear.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it was like hitting them with the ye old. Like that.
Ugh.
If one person caught wind of somebody doing it, the whole class, all you'd hear was. You just hear that.
I can see through time and space. I'm eating a star drop. It's a religious experience.
Yeah.
Your mind is filled with the thoughts of titties. Hell yeah.
Oh, I don't remember what I made mine. It was probably like peanuts or something.
And let me buy this hay. All right, I got 100
About
hay.
other cool stuff we did in school that wasn't cool.
All right, I'm done here. How are y'all doing? Are
I'm
y'all
done
still,
whenever y'all are.
y'all
I'm
still
just
doing
kinda
stuff?
I'm good.
chilling.
Let me. I can buy some stuff. Did you guys ever turn somebody's backpack inside out?
Oh yeah, you zip it up and turn it inside out.
Yeah, I never did that. We didn't mess with backpacks too much. Other than hiding them, that was not cool. It's not cool when you have to go to your next class and you cannot find your backpack at all because somebody hid it under a. You gonna get like 2,000 for that thing?
Nah.
Why? Just
I'm
what,
You're
just
so
do it.
close.
Some hay. No, I don't want to
Literally
waste
just-
time. I don't want to waste time.
Well,
I don't care.
I'm not doing anything.
This is a group. Yeah, this is a group thing. Go
Just do it.
get the hay if you want. But yeah, you should totally get that star drop.
I would bet 300 on green. And then or you could just go do that. It would be faster to bet 300 on green and then
Really?
keep doing it until you're above. Yeah, green is like almost always going to win.
Okay, I'll do that. How do I? Okay.
Start with 300 in case green doesn't win. I'm trying to think about other stuff.
Let's hang out and watch this happen.
Yeah.
Let's see if this theory works. Orange.
Really? Do it
Yep.
again. 300 on green.
Uh-huh.
I promise you green is set to win. I got orange twice during that entire time I was gambling.
All right, let's see.
Unless you're unlucky.
Probably unlucky. No? Okay, green. Green.
Which
Okay.
mean okay, so
Okay.
now you're back even. This is
You know
coming
what?
from the guy who, goes to the The casino. Would you play this game at a casino if it's just like literally a coin flip where it's like double your money or nothing?
I would be sick to my stomach if I was playing this at the casino.
With real money?
If I had like $200 riding on a coin flip, I would be sick to my stomach.
Now that being said, is that better or worse odds than some of the slot machines you played? That being said, this is
you're right, that's a lot
50%. This
easier.
is 50% win or lose. The slot machines have different level payouts. Look at that.
Well, here, okay.
Look at that. Who has a shit ton of points now?
Yeah,
Let's go
that's
watch her
okay.
have a fucking space orgasm.
Yep, sounds good. I found a star
All
drop.
right, mathematician.
Go for
Did
it.
you have to teach logic and probability in your classes?
But no, that is way upper level.
It's not, because they taught us that in middle school. They taught us logic and
Well, y'all had a
probability.
better school system than I taught.
All right, I'm ready when y'all are.
a good way of messing with like a math major or something like that is like if they ask if they're talking about probability, you just say it's a 50-50 chance of win or lose.
You either there's two outcomes, win or lose. It's 50-50.
Yeah. So like you may have like a 1% chance of winning. Like, well, it's just 50-50. I'll either win or I won't.
Oh, we talked about this a while back. Oh, have you heard about the Monty Hall problem? Have we talked about this like on this crew?
I don't think we talked about it.
Oh, okay, the Monty Hall problem. This is one of these things where I did not believe it. It made no sense to me until I got it explained with larger numbers. It wasn't, instead of simplifying it, it got explained to me with a larger amount of, like a larger pool. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes perfectly good sense. So the way this works, the Monty Hall problem is, Monty Hall was the host, I believe this is right, was the host of Let's Make a Deal. And a lot of times there was this thing where he would say, oh, you get to pick, door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. And everybody in the audience is screaming their fucking heads off because they think they know everything. And they're like, pick this door, pick this door. So here's the Monty Hall problem. If I show you, if I say behind there are 3 doors. Behind one of them is a prize, and behind the other 2 is nothing. And you pick a door, and let's say you pick door number 1. And then I open up door number 2 to show you that there's nothing behind door number 2, and I give you the option to either stay on door number 1 or change to door number 3. What should you do?
I don't know. You probably still got pretty good odds either way.
How do you figure?
know?
What's I want to hear your logic behind this.
Well,
You pick door number 1. I open up door number 2 to show that there's nothing back there, and I give you the option to either stay on door number 1 or pick door number 3.
well, either way, it reduces it to a 50-50 chance because you eliminated one of the negatives. So now there's a positive and a negative instead of a positive and 2 negatives. You still have a 50-50 chance.
So is your answer?
If you take, you have a 50-50 chance, and if you leave, you have a 50-50 chance.
So that's your answer?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, that is the exact same reasoning I had. It's wrong. So let me.
I don't care.
No,
We can
check
stop
this
the
out.
discussion right now.
No,
You're
so
gonna make
check
me mad.
So check this out. This is gonna blow your mind. Let's say I have 100 doors, but still only 1 prize, and you pick door number 1 again, and I open up 98 other doors. And so 98 of the doors are open to show nothing behind them, and there's door number 1, which you picked, and door number, let's say, 50 are closed. Do you stay on door number 1, or do you go with door number 50?
It's a 50-50 chance.
No, it's not. Because
Why ain't it?
So at the very beginning, what's your percent chance that you pick the correct
100, but at the end,
1 out of 100,
either
right?
I have a prize or I don't.
No, at the end, so it's 1 out of 100 shot. So what is the chance if when I show you that 98 of the other ones are closed, you still had a 1 out of 100 chance that you pick that the initial door that you picked is right, which means that 99% chance it's one of the other doors. You should pick the other door. So if it's if it's 3 doors, you have a 33% chance to pick the right door and a 67% chance to pick the wrong door. And if I show you one of the doors that you didn't pick is wrong, that means that now the other door that is still closed is a 67% chance to be the prize, and the one that you initially picked is still a 33% chance. Because it's not a new game. I didn't reshuffle everything. I haven't reshuffled the prizes. It's not a 50-50 shot. The prize is still in the exact same location. If I reshuffle the prize, then yes, it becomes a 50-50 shot. But the prize is still in the same door. So basically, it's like, do you feel that your first pick with the 33% chance was lucky, or do you feel like it's better to go with one of the other two doors? So when somebody explained it to me with the 100-door thing, I was like, that makes perfectly good sense. I understand now. The host chooses which door to open based on the ones you didn't choose. Right, right. Well, I mean, but that has nothing. My gold pick
when you start with knowing this, it makes it a 50-50 chance.
No.
Yeah, because you pick a door, you're opening up every door. If you know the game going in that he's going to show everything that isn't.
No, that's wrong. Because what if you pick? Because what if you pick the right door the first time?
What if you pick the right?
No, it's not, because they're not reshuffling the prizes. It's not a 50-50 shot. It's still you had a 1 out of 100 chance, and I just showed you some of the outcomes.
No, I'm saying if you know going in, hey, the host is going to eliminate everything except for one other door. I just have to pick a door, and then he's going to reduce it to 50-50 with two doors. Saying if you know that going in, that makes it a 50-50 chance.
No, it makes it a 1 out of 100 chance. The game. Nope, it makes it. It makes it. If we're talking pure probability.
Game show. You got this new game show. In this new game show, the host asks you to pick a door, and then he removes every door except for one other one. You know that going in.
Mm-hmm.
You know that in the end goal, there's only going to be two doors.
Right. So what is that? But that's not the point. No, it does not. That's not the point.
I know that's not the point, but I'm saying if you go into it knowing that,
it does not change it. It does not automatically make it a 50-50 chance. Like magically make it a 50-50 chance. It still makes it a 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 100 chance, depending on like what we're talking about. That you pick the right one. That's what we're talking about. It's what is the possibility that you pick the right door, and therefore should you logically, mathematically, should you change your answer when you were given a partial amount of information on which doors do and do not have prizes? Should you change your answer? And the answer is pretty much always yes. You should change your answer. Now, will you be wrong?
That's why I don't like probability anyways.
Yeah.
Because
it doesn't make any... Yeah, it's
you
fucking...
always have... There's a chance of it not being right.
Because
no,
there's always
probability.
Right, there's always a chance.
So, like,
there's a 33% chance that if
you can tell people they should change, but should they really?
Yes.
On paper they should, but not...
Yes.
They might...
Here's the thing. I will say this right now. 33% of the time, if you change, you're gonna be wrong because it's gonna be that initial door.
Yeah. So that's why racking your head around probability, you just go with it. For a lot of stuff, just roll with it. That's usually what I do, and like with gambling and stuff, people say go to machines that people dump a lot of money in because they have a better payout rate. I don't really care.
Or it's quote-unquote primed to do a payout.
It's a legality thing, but it's also still up to probability. Literally anything can happen. So that's why a bunch of people have different methods that work. Some people, like what I do is whenever I go to a like if I sit down on a machine and if I start winning, I just get up.
Yeah.
Like if I turn $5 into 20, I just get up. Because there's no point in sitting at that machine anymore. Because I've already used up all my juice on the machine.
Yeah, that's understandable. Some things have like a progressive payout where it kind of balances out. Like as you lose more and more, you get a higher and higher chance to win until it balances out.
That's how slot machines are supposed to work, and they don't. Like they're supposed to pay out a certain amount per hour.
Yeah,
but that's an average. So when you got stuff like that guy who dumped like $600 total in a machine, and his only sizable payout was $14. Like everything else was just like 10 cents back on a like a dollar bet. Ooh, Lauren's over here schooling you.
Oh wait, I gotta read this. I'm fishing. Those who reveals the doors with the knowledge of where the prize is. If your first pick was correct, the switching loses you the prize. But if your pick was incorrect, then switching gets you the prize, as the host has eliminated the other losing choice. Right. Well, it's basically yeah.
It's
basically
you feel lucky, yes or no.
You have a smaller chance of picking the right thing right out the gate. So when the host eliminates some of those choices and gives you a chance to switch, you should switch because there's a higher probability that's behind the door that's still there. There's a 66% chance that you did not pick correctly. So when you are given the chance to switch, I caught a largemouth bass, then you should. Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or you're taking a long time to type that up. I don't know. You may want to give a refresh or something.
Those like thought experiments. Is that you ever seen like the paradoxes and junk like that?
Oh yeah.
There are people who go into depressive states after reading a paradox.
Oh man.
I can't. I don't want to call them weak-willed, but they are. And it's like the nihilism thing.
Yeah.
Where people are so sad because I'm not. Right now, what am I doing to contribute to the whole universe?
Yeah.
Get over yourself. Like, just enjoy your life.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting around worrying about how you're affecting a rock on the other side of the universe is stupid. But there's it's you could call it a thought experiment. It is talking about how the human brain, nobody knows what it's like to die because in your own strand of the universe, you're immortal and nobody else is. So like all those times where you've almost
because at some
died,
point, yeah, you cease existing, and then so therefore you don't know what it's like.
Well, your brain can't stop existing because it's your brain. Your life can never stop because it's your life.
That's an interesting way to
every
think about
time
it.
you get mortally wounded, you'll just keep living because what else is there? It's either on or there's no off because all you've experienced.
It's kind of like
is on,
the
right?
the universe is created through the perception through your perception kind of it.
So like you guys could die, but I can't because I'm me. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
There's no way. Yeah. So like there was a YouTuber that I watched.
That's an interesting way to think about existence.
Yeah, he stopped uploading for like 3 months because he didn't leave his room because he read that.
No.
And it's like whoa, that's cool to think about. It's not like whoa, I want to cease like doing anything with anybody.
Some people, well,
You know
here's the thing. Some people then go, it breaks their like sense of agency and their sense of free will, and like, okay, sure, whatever. Like your life
I'm
is
just like, yeah, I'm gonna die.
yeah.
So
So's everybody.
when it happens, it happens.
Like, is free will really that great? Like, what if you found? Here's the thing: if you found out that
You don't have to help it along.
did not have
like
free
walking
will,
in traffic. But
how does that actually alter your life? It alters your perception of like the decisions that you make and stuff like that. I guess of like, am I really making this decision? Like, how hard do I really have to think about this?
Well, it's also that thing where people would think like fate and like nothing you can do can change what's going on, and that stuff's kind of dumb.
So, like, full disclosure, I'm Presbyterian. Presbyterian has the doctrine of like predestination, big P predestination, which has to deal with the
I mean,
elect.
you only eat fish, right?
Yes,
Yep.
that's what it is. Predestination is the talking about the elect, like before existence existed. It was preordained by God, like who was actually going to like make it into heaven and who wasn't, and stuff like that. And some people look at that as like utter bullshit and like, so what's the point of doing anything? But like, I look at it as like, if you're a Christian, you believe like God is omnipotent and omniscient. I'm not a fan of Calvinists, sorry. If you believe that, God is omnipotent and omniscient, just the fact of being all-powerful and all-knowing creates like an infinite number of plot threads that just spiral out to existence. So you still have to make your choices. You're still making your decisions. Decisions aren't being made for you. They're just known in advance. And there's a difference between decisions being made for you and somebody knowing what decisions you're going to make. It's like the difference between reading a choose your own adventure novel for the first time and for the second time. Because the second time you like know all of the choices or something like that, and you can still like make the decisions. You just know the foreknowledge of what's going to come out, but you still have to make the choice. While the first time through, you don't know what's going to happen after you make that choice, but you still have to make it. So that's the thing, is you still have to have action. You still have to make a decision, make a choice, and live your life. But it's not that somebody has necessarily, like, even if somebody set your life out before you, like, does it make your life, like, less worth living? No, I don't think so at all.
I don't roll like that. That's whack.
I think we're all going up there as long as we put forth some effort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why would he make us if he was just going to imprison us to hell? You know what I'm saying?
That's what that original sin is. It kind of fucked everything up for everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for the deep philosophical and religious portion of
I just think
of our silly farming game?
I just think as long as you put forth effort and feel bad for your wrong misdoings, and you know who's up there watching you, you're gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you go for it, man. That's what we call. That's what we in the biz call faith, salvation through works. But some people
scared.
Here's the thing.
Like,
100%. I don't fucking know. Maybe when you die, you just die. You become dirt, and that's it. I don't know. I haven't been there. I could be 100% wrong. Billions and billions of people could be 100% wrong. All religions could be entirely wrong. I don't fucking know that. So just like everybody, just chill and live your life and don't fuck up things for other people, and like believe what you want to believe and like move on. Like
I just don't like living my life in fear.
I gotcha.
Like Catholics are afraid, and they have a good reason to be afraid.
Elitist reverse nihilism. That's a pretty interesting way to put it. I definitely have kind of like almost a positive nihilist outlook on life because of that. I hope I'm not coming across as elitist. I don't think of myself as elitist, but I mean, like, most elitists don't probably. But I can understand, I can understand a nihilism, like, you know, what's the point if things are already preordained? I get that.
That's what the order is all about.
I get that train of thought, 100%.
But, you know, like, Catholics are afraid. They fear, you know.
I guess, I don't know, I'm not Catholic.
It is exhausting.
That's why, and they also believe that you can't have a tangible relationship with God. That somebody has to do it for you. Somebody has to do the praying.
To intercede, like when you're...
Isn't that like what... Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm about to pass out.
You are lucky enough to have a man in your life who can talk to him.
Right.
So that's what they do. And I don't... That's exhausting, being afraid all the time. But they also believe in repaying the sins very easily, you know, which is fine for them. They're afraid all the time. They know not to do wrong. So if they do wrong, it would probably shatter them if there was no repaying that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I can do that. Okay.
What's it called? There's a word for it, and I can't think of it right now. But, you know, there's also... I get annoyed when people say, you know, well, yeah, whatever is you know, predestined. God's going to protect us.
If he's one of the elect, he'll be responsive to it. What does that mean? Oh, to the religion. If he's not. No, people don't want to talk. I don't want to flirt. I don't think religious talk is flirting. I don't want to talk about that. Now, that being said, there was one time that I got super fucking drunk and cock-blocked a friend of mine by accident. But because I was smashed and got really philosophical at this woman that he was macking on, and that was a disaster. I'm not going to go much more into that story. But yeah, that's bullshit. That's a bullshit way of thinking, because that's a human interaction with another human being, and humans believe different things. And so far, like I said, nobody has come back and been like, hey, I have definitive proof that like X is the true way, capital T, capital W, true way. So like like I said, believe what you want to believe. Don't be a dick to other people, and like make sure that your freedoms don't get in the way of other people's freedoms and beliefs.
I've met some whack religions. I've encountered some absolute whack ones.
Oh, there are a lot.
Is somebody's
and
birthday
I'm not going
tomorrow?
to name drop them.
It's Marty's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Who?
By the way,
I-
to get back to the game, she likes diamonds, farmer's lunches, pink cake, pumpkin pie, and the mayor's asshole.
Do we have anything we could give her that's not just straight up a diamond?
I don't
like-
have farmer's lunch. I don't have an omelet and parsnip.
I don't either.
So you,
No, I don't
just
have any
a
of that shit.
parsnip?
No, well, you have to have an omelet and a parsnip to make a farmer's lunch.
Oh, well, never mind.
And an omelet is what? An egg.
I've got eggs.
egg.
But you also have to have the recipe for both.
Okay,
Who
I don't
teaches
need
you
gotta have
farmer's
a
lunch?
recipe.
It is a cooked dish. Oh yeah, you have to have a kitchen. We need to upgrade this fucking house, I guess.
You responded good to the pescatarian joke.
Yeah,
You
I
hear
thought it was
that
really
one a
funny.
lot?
No, well, I don't talk about this a whole lot.
Well, yeah, but I just mean just like from family or stuff like that.
No, but as soon as you said that, I was like, "That's a fucking great joke."
So when I was in
That
high
was like
school,
smart joke.
when I was in high school, I wasn't very religious, and I'm not now. I just like to have something in the background running 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
So I would tell people I was pescatarian, and they'd be like, "Oh, awesome! What is that all about?" And I was like, we have a restrictive diet. I just keep saying junk like that until they left me alone.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I went to school with Pentecostals. There was a few Pentecostals.
Oh, yeah.
Watts
Oh,
has
you
some
got a
stories
problem?
about. Watts has some stories about that.
Yeah, they're an odd bunch.
Yeah.
Nice people. They're an odd bunch. The women can't wear pants, they can't wear pants. They gotta wear skirts. We've talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
They speak in tongues. Yeah, good people.
This is
some
up to you.
weird beliefs, that's all.
This is up to you, Watts. If you want to tell the story that I was referring to, that's your story to tell.
Oh, well, before that, though, when you interrupted me, I was trying to say that
Oh.
the whole thing about people being like, oh, yeah, God will protect me if I walk across this busy street
Oh yeah,
with cars. It's like,
rude.
we might be a
no.
boat.
You got a brain, and that you got that for a reason. So maybe don't do dumb things because you think you're predestined or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid. I don't get on board with that.
Well, old elite beat agents over here thinks otherwise.
Oh.
Elite beat agent.
Elite beat. That's funny. Yeah, I got lots of eggs if y'all... We don't have a kitchen, do we? Sorry.
Good on kitchen.
Pivoting. Okay, never mind.
There was a Family Guy episode about that.
What a wonderful little discussion we've had. This,
I do think. No.
I usually try and steer clear of that stuff just in talk, just like because, everybody gets
you ought to
riled
talk
up.
to
But this
Doral.
is a nice civil conversation.
Yeah, you ought to talk to Dordal about it because, from what I gather, he is straight up nihilistic, and it is exhausting.
Yeah,
him.
Lauren, you're right. It's even like I'm going against my own chat rules talking about it because I was like, don't talk about hot button issues, but like
Well, you're the boss.
I'm the boss. Yeah, so fuck you. rules for thee and not for me. No,
I got to start reading the Bible soon.
like you have to, or like you should.
I
kind of
should.
thing.
I should.
Just for funsies.
I should probably start reading the.
I can't remember the last time I actually like went through and read any of it,
You
but
know,
I do a devotional. I do a devotional type thing where it's like, oh, here, read this verse, and here's like a little like couple of paragraphs about things, and I'm like, cool, But like big church, I never really got anything out of sermons.
I don't like church.
I like the music. But I'm a music art person, so of course like that's gonna resonate with me a lot more than anything else. I love the music. What do I need to do? Oh right, we need to give a diamond to Marnie if we have diamonds sitting around. We have diamonds being auto created by this robot thing
Yeah,
down
so
here, right?
we might as well
Let
give
me
it
see.
to her.
How many do we have? We have 5 of them, so
Let's just,
I mean I'm not using them for anything, so if everybody's cool with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with
I
that.
don't care if you want it.
I gotta get some rabbits anyway, so we can get rabbits' feet.
Oh, they're the shorts. Oh, got them. You found the shorts.
Where's dipshit?
I wonder.
Better not inspect these too closely is great. That's the description. So where's Marnie?
I wonder if she went just like into town. Can I run through the neighborhood with these shorts held high?
Marnie!
Dun da 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 dun dun da 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 da.
That's funny.
Oh, I got a question for y'all. Y'all ever met somebody who follows a religion but doesn't know anything about it? Because that is that is a staple for people that I have met. This one guy did not know anything about Catholicism, but man, he sure was Catholic.
Mm.
I'd be like, is your family like, are they cool with drinking? He's like, why would we be cool with drinking? I'm like, oh, you don't know Catholics,
Right.
or I'd be like, did you go to confession? And he would have like zero idea what I was talking about.
That's a little weird.
I'm like, what are you letting it pile up? What's the problem?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And go do a little whammy on that poor priest.
Where the hell is Marnie?
That's got to be an exhausting job.
Yeah, that would be rough.
Can you imagine the crap that like big city like Catholic priests must hear from like, because you know people will dip in that aren't from the church to get stuff off their chest. Can you imagine the junk that they're hearing? God, that must suck.
Oh, Marnie's at the doctor.
Thanks.
Old lady. Which one's Marnie?
She is the woman that lives south of us. That it's locked. How'd you get in? Oh, it closed at 3, so she's gonna be leaving in just a second. I'll just wait. I don't have anything else going on.
I have one heart with George and nobody else.
Let me look at my things. Jody, Abigail, Elliot, Marnie.
I haven't worked super
And then I
hard
have
on
one with a
anybody.
few other people. Yeah.
I've had most with Marnie just because I've been going there to buy animals and stuff.
What are those?
And
like,
What
Linus
are
the hobo.
those?
what are those Twitter accounts where it's like college confessions and junk? You know what I'm talking about?
I know.
I believe
kind
you.
of know the like. I can guess the idea.
It's just awful people confessing to awful things.
Here's Marnie in the middle of the
You
town
know?
square if y'all want.
Is
to
she
go
headed
there.
south?
She's headed south, yeah.
Great. I'll head her off at the pass. Hey.
One of my favorites was this girl. This guy said that a girl liked him, and hold on. He said she smelled really awful, absolutely repulsive. So he would
Matthew.
he convinced her to send him nudes, but of her in the shower.
So she would take a
would be
shower?
terrible. Yeah, just so she would take a shower. Awful.
That's pretty
Big
good.
brain move.
Like he said he really liked soapy, like naked pictures,
Oh.
just so she would take a shower.
That's funny.
That stuff's like psychological warfare.
I remember. I'm trying to remember when it was. It must have been like 2010, 2011, something like that. Reading a text from last night.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard of that.
It was a website where people could just upload their texts from friends that were out partying, just like drunk texts or weird conversations and things like that. That you could just upload this stuff kind of anonymous. There were some pretty great conversations that happened.
I can imagine. Oh, you know how many people who believed in crap like Y2K? Can you imagine the stuff that they said before that?
Oh yeah. I used to work with
The
this
world was
dude
gonna shut down.
who was like a real doomsday prepper at one of my previous jobs, and the kind of stuff that would come out of his mouth was fucking insane. Like just oh my god.
Was he what's the new term? The new term is boog larper.
Is what?
What?
Boog, so BOOG, and then larper. You know what LARPing is?
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
LARPing is, but what's the boog?
The boog is the boogaloo, and that is the boogaloo is the
Yeah.
it is the governmental collapse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Boogaloo is like when ATF agents come to seize all guns, so the American people fight against the government for
Got
their
it.
right. That is what the
to party.
It's
What is
like
it?
shooting. It's like killing IRS agents when taxation gets too far.
It's
Or
like what do they call it? The Alphabet Boys?
Yeah, the alphabet soup. You know, when they run out, that's what the boog is. And boog larpers are people who say, "Yeah, I'll kill ATF if they want to step on my property." Which I mean, that happens. ATF people get killed.
Hey guys, good news! I just caught a treasure chest that had a diamond in it. So
Oh, nice.
The ATF suck, anyways. But yeah, the boog larpers. That's it. They're just like fat people with guns who are like, "Yeah, I'll kill anybody who comes to try to take my gun."
This guy was like the worst kind. He, had Confederate flags hanging from like every inch of his property, which is
how it
already
is.
a problem. And he had like an arsenal of weapons under his house. It was a lot.
that he has a crawl space under his house to store weapons is already
Well, I
a problem.
don't know that it was a
Yeah.
basement or a crawl space, but it was something underground, is what I'm trying to say.
That's already a
Like,
big
Yeah.
red, white, and blue
Yeah.
battle flag.
Basically.
You know how it is.
And
Now-
he had a lot of like non-perishable supplies for like whenever the end is nigh, I guess.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
boog. Or the boog.
And
You
he would
gotta
talk,
get on
he would talk
I keep calling it the boog, and it's hilarious every time. I was thinking like Boogeyman or something like that.
Yeah, I was too.
The Boogaloo, Boogaloo preppers.
And it was one of those things where I don't remember which, Mayan Aztec bullshit that was supposed to be the end of the
2012.
world
It
this
was
particular
December.
time.
It was December.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2012. That sounds right. I don't
December
remember.
21st, 2012, or something like that.
I don't remember, but I remember it being a topic of conversation, and like I was in a meeting with this dude, and we all were kind of joking around, and about like the silly people that think it's a real thing, not realizing that he was one of those people.
Oh no!
And
You got put on a list in his mind.
probably because everybody was like, "Oh, haha, guess we don't have to have that assignment done tomorrow," like wink, wink, nudge, nudge type of thing. And he was like, well, really, we don't have to write anything past tomorrow and he starts like going into the whole diatribe, and we were just like, "Oh, okay, you're one of those, yeah. All right, well, see you not tomorrow, Frank, or whatever." Like it was so weird. I don't understand how people can believe stuff like that.
Stuff like that's great. And
Crazy, he was crazy.
I think man, I'm just sending boog memes right now. I think the greatest thing about the Boogaloo is that there's these things called Boogaloo side quests.
Okay.
They're side objectives to complete
Should we
in the
stop?
Boogaloo when you have time.
Okay.
Let me find some. Boogaloo side quest 371: kidnap an IRS employee and throw him in the Boston Harbor.
Oh my god.
New playable character unlocked: the ghost of Sam Adams.
That's pretty funny.
There's a bunch of them. There's one. You know what the California compliant weapons are, right?
No.
They're like rifles. They have to be rifles that only hold like 3 bullets. They're like the utmost safety of whatever.
Okay.
There's one. It's called it's Boogaloo something. Follow the rules. Get 30 confirmed kills with a California compliant weapon.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh,
Oh,
this
wow.
is upsetting.
That's
It
scary.
is. It's Boogaloo side quest. It's like 2,000. Get a melee kill with a jammed gun.
People are insane.
That's pretty fucking
They're
great.
pretty great. Oh,
We got 3 more days left in our planned week.
Okay.
19th, 20th, nothing going on. 21st is Robin's birthday, and then that's it.
Cool. I'm
Awesome.
about to go buy some bunnies tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Robin likes. Do you have goat cheese right now?
Yes, I do.
Robin loves goat cheese.
Okay, I'll save some for y'all and put it in the communal chest.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, do what I can. When I'm not doomsday prepping
With all of my goats.
with my goats.
I just sold some fee. Yush.
Shoot, you're so weird,
Are
dog.
you getting some kisses?
Okay,
He's right up
did
next
you-
to the microphone there.
He
What's
lives
up?
in
did you
my
tell
microphone.
Watt about how much ammo I was given at my job?
No, I
Oh, my
haven't. So I haven't told her the story. I'm trying to remember what all of that actually got posted. I did edit out the town name that you. I bleeped that out in the posting. But I
I
talked a little
don't
bit.
care.
I don't. Some people.
I don't live in that town.
Some people say
I work
stuff
there.
and then they'll like we were playing with Dordle and he accidentally said his sister's name and I bleeped it out afterwards. So like some people are like they say stuff live and then they're like, if you're gonna put this up in perpetuity online, I'd rather.
I've said several times what town I live in.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry. I wouldn't have said it if I was that worried about it. But what I was given about 50 357 Magnum bullets.
Oh.
It was or 38 special. I don't remember. 38 special was
Sure.
meant to shoot through cars at gang members. So
That's exciting.
you know how it is.
Right, yeah.
I was given roughly 50 bullets. I was given a cylinder full of 6 shots with the gun. I was given 2 speed reloaders. I don't know if you've ever played Call of Duty, but
Oh my God.
I was given
What
those.
did they think we were about to go through?
I don't know, but then I was given 4 speed strips,
Oh my God.
which basically hold the bullets onto a rubber strip so that you can't drop them. If you drop one, you drop them all.
Do they
they're
know
not gonna
something about the
scatter.
zombie uprising that we don't?
I don't know.
I
The
mean,
guy
damn.
who hired and fired me, he was not right in the
Fair.
head.
Okay.
He wanted to be a cop. I'm pretty sure,
Okay.
but I think he was probably too gung ho, or he was too old
Uh-huh.
to get into law enforcement. He's not he's old, but he's just kind of out of shape.
Yeah.
He's probably 50, you know,
Yeah.
40, you know, late 40s, mid 50s, something like that. And when the government office was going to open up, which was the 15th, they expected a lot of people to see people there for appointments and come in and try to get in. So he said,
Seriously?
well, that's just normal. You see a business open, you're going to walk up and see what's going on. Everybody except for him knew it was going to be chill. He thought people were going to be throwing bricks at the. And you know, this other guy thought, you know, like hardcore protesters were going to show up
What?
and like make it a racial thing.
Cheech loves me.
Cheech loves
Oh,
me.
thanks,
I'm the one that
Cheech.
just petted him. You jerks.
Well,
Riding
you're
on
the
my
animal
Cheech coattails.
person. Yep.
Uh-huh. Sorry, continue.
he thought that they were going to make unemployment problems a racial thing.
What?
And they thought like Black Lives Matter people would show up and start like trashing the place. So he said he was going to bring his shotgun and stand post outside as a show of
What
force.
the fuck is wrong
That he would
with people?
absolutely decimate somebody, you know, at the drop of a hat.
What the
Um,
fuck?
He was such a cool dude.
I'm not sure if I'd use that word, but okay.
Thanks, man.
I would use a very different word.
You're welcome. Yeah, he gave me about 50 bullets. Well, probably a little bit more than that. That I was just supposed to keep in my pocket. I was just supposed to have them in my pocket, ready to go.
In your
You know, if I'm in
pocket?
a firefight. Yeah, when I walk around, you can hear them jingling around in my pocket.
Sorry.
It's like I had a pocket full of change.
Really dangerous change. Oh my god.
So, and I
That's
wish I could have
weird.
shot that gun because it was a sweet gun, but he took it back. I wish I could have shot it like at my house.
That is insane.
That gun was straight pimping.
That just sounds real special.
Man, he had some. I can't imagine how many calories that man burned being scared all the time.
That's fair.
He was also not a good person. He
Got
talked
that
multiple
vibe
times
from the
about
things you were
how-
saying.
He talked about multiple times about how women were the root of all problems with men.
That seems
Which
to fit
is-
in with his persona. Yeah.
It's whatever. You know, you can only expect somebody who's been divorced like 6 times
Right.
to have that opinion. And he talked about how he cheated on multiple of his wives with his next wife
Of course.
in the
of course.
running.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
And
keep them
he's
primed and ready.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's talking about this, and meanwhile, he is on Tinder and that new Facebook dating app because it came out like a couple of days before that, actively hooking up with women.
That's
He's
horrific.
like,
Who would go out with this man?
I don't know. He shows me it, and he says, "Hey, do you see where she lives?" And I said, "What?" And he says, "She lives in Bardstown. I'm gonna be in Bardstown tonight."
Whoa. That sounds like a threat.
I was like, "Oh, okay, buddy,
Jesus.
you do that."
Him asking you the conversation that you had, not to like completely relive it, but when he was asking about like the meth heads and then the prostitution like in the town,
Oh,
like
yeah,
near
yeah,
where you live, and it's like, what are you planning a vacation?
That's what it was like. I thought, because he's some, cop wannabe, that he wanted to turn him over to the authorities. I don't care what those losers have happened to him, They're a bunch of strung out meth heads. So I thought that's what was going to happen. He asked me how to make meth. I told him how to make meth.
No.
Because I wasn't thinking about it. And you can ask Squirtle.
He asked it all innocently.
So I was like,
You know how you
hey.
innocently ask, like, hey, just like,
Out of
Well,
curiosity.
he wasn't looking at me. He wasn't looking. It's because he was taking notes.
oh,
And I thought he was just playing on his iPad. No, he's taking notes.
That's
I told him
bad.
how, and
little thought
then
experiment.
she's like, is there any prostitutes in your town?
Oh, he's
And I was like-
shopping?
I was like, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I said, there's one that lives right behind me, like, the house behind me. And he's like, how do you know she's a prostitute? And I was like, because I can see her get picked up multiple times a night. What do you mean? How do I know? I know.
Right.
And he's like, ooh. and then all that goes on. I was like, are you gonna go bust him up or something? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. buddy.
Come visit. Oh my gosh. People.
Awful. It was awful.
People.
He asked me if I knew any kids from high school that he could buy drugs from.
No.
He said, does your school have a drug problem? And I said, everywhere has a drug problem.
You're not wrong.
And I said, yes, my school has a drug problem. We're right next to several major highways that go in and out of the state.
Mm-hmm.
We have a drug problem. And he's like, where would kids get the drugs? And I was like, man, I don't know. And at this end, I was just tired of talking to him.
That's insane.
I was like, I guess they get it from Cincinnati or something, or Chicago. I don't know. Leave me alone.
Do we have any pumpkins we can save for that Carolyn quest thing?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them out. In fact, I'm about to give her one.
Okay. Will we all get it if you give it to her?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it clears it out.
Perfect.
She's the one with the green hair.
Yeah.
I just gotta go find her.
That's what I had to deal with, and
Oh no, I don't
alongside that,
be stuck
alongside
here
that man
for this whole
harassing
thing.
me
I've seen
that I
it.
talked about.
That is crazy pants.
That place was weird.
Yeah.
That place was like really weird.
It might be a good thing that you're not there anymore, especially with the
Well,
pocket full of bullets. That's a concerning situation to me.
Well, they asked me if I knew my way around firearms. I was like, yeah, and they never made sure.
That's not good.
I can't. Oh,
Like,
guys.
that's got to be illegal.
Oh no, it's a
wrong?
disaster. I was leaving the saloon and I got stuck, and now everybody's coming to the saloon and I can't leave. There we go.
Oh no.
It was bad.
I was going to say something. What was I going to say? Oh, he gave me a gun, and it's a double action revolver. And I don't know if y'all are too familiar with how double actions work. They have two actions.
I figured
There's two
that part.
actions that there's two actions that you can perform with the gun. One of those actions is pulling the hammer back.
Okay.
That is the key thing about a single action revolver, is that's the only action. The other action is just pulling the trigger without the revolver getting pulled back.
Okay.
And so that will make the hammer pull back and go forward, and that's how it fires a shot. He gave me one of those that did not have a safety. So at any point in time, that bad boy was ready to go 100%. He handed me the gun. I said, "Where is the safety?" I was like, "I've handled revolvers."
Look at me
with
throwing
safeties
this
on
fucking
before."
fish on the floor at this people's supper. I brought you this fucking fish. Just slapping it down on the floor.
He said the safety was in my mind.
No, he did not.
Safety
Oh
is
my
an illusion
God.
unless you got one of these boys in your
What
pants pocket.
in the app? How are people like that allowed to like have jobs and be out in society? I don't get it.
That guy was weird. Thankfully, the
That's
holster,
dangerous.
the holster had a buckle that goes behind the hammer, which means you can't pull the trigger, because the hammer can never go back. That was safe. So like I could keep it in my room, and it's not like a kid's gonna grab it. You would have to take it out of the holster first, which is still a
Jeez.
possibility. But you know how it is, you know.
Jeez.
He also brought a gun into the government office that wasn't his sidearm. He just had a gun in there.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
definitely not
man.
allowed.
He was trying to sell it to somebody.
Of course he was.
It was a pretty weird looking gun.
What a champ.
It was the size of a Derringer, which is those break action large caliber pistols that women use for defending themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It was the size of that, but it was a 22 long rifle revolver that shot 2 shots at once out of 2 different barrels.
Huh.
And the idea was
That is wild.
I'm not sure I've
it is
ever
wild.
seen that before. That's interesting.
The idea was, so you hit somebody in the chest, it'll stop them. They'll feel it, you know, and it'll be spread out to hit them in the chest if you're at a respectable distance.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could hit on both sides of their arms and miss completely. You can just like go all the way around them.
That is really weird.
This man wanted to buy it, and he was going to sell it. And then, like, as this man is actively interested in buying it, the guy is like, I may just sell it to somebody else.
What?
Like,
What?
yeah, I know. What a cool dude.
This guy. God.
Well, he's consistently inconsistent.
That's true. His bullshit
Definitely
is
one of the
consistent.
worst coworkers I had. Now, I've had other straight trash tier coworkers. I had this one lady at Kroger who used to spit in the trash can while she was working.
What?
So, like, she'd be slicing meat, and she'd turn while she was slicing meat and spit into the trash can that was by her foot.
No, keep your spit in your mouth. God, that's gross.
And somebody would be like, somebody would look at her and say, "What is wrong with you?" And she's like, "Why are you talking to me like that?"
Don't look at me! Why? Mind your own business.
She would fly right off the handle. Oh my god, it was the best.
That's
Or
intense.
she was always on the phone with she was always on the phone with somebody important. She was always on the phone with something important while she was at work. 5 days
Oh
a
my
week.
god! Can I rant
hate those
for a
kind of
little bit
people.
about a couple of coworkers
Go
that I
for
have?
it.
That they have.
Yeah.
They tie up the phone lines, not all the time, but enough that it's annoying with family conversations.
That
with
is not
people.
okay.
And it's like
You have a limited amount
we
of
are taking
phone
calls.
lines in the
We're
office?
taking calls from customers, and you are now like it's now we have a rotating line. That means that now that shit is being put upon us. Or we don't have like enough people to like cover the lines. Get off the fucking phone. Talk to your family on your own personal line. Get
That's
up from your
bullshit.
desk. Oh my gosh, it makes me so mad.
Or just like don't talk to your family all day during work.
Yeah.
Wait till you're on break or after work.
Yeah, just fucking tell them that they can survive until like 4:30 when you get off work or whatever.
That's so weird.
I get a call all the time. They're like, "Oh, is so and so there?" And it's like, "No, they're not."
Oh, Dick Supreme, what's your problem?
We used to have a lady.
Because
that
a lot of
I
times they're not at their desk. A lot of times they're not at their desk. They call and I'm like, they're not at their desk. I don't tell them no. Like, I'll pass them off if they're actually there. But I mean, like, they call enough times. It's like, no, so and so is not here right now.
leave me alone.
Quit calling. It's gonna rain all day tomorrow. Quit calling your family members at work. They're fucking working.
Yeah, unless there's something wrong, I find that super odd.
Now, I've talked about how bad of an employee I was at Kroger, haven't I?
I don't know what you're talking about. You're a great employee.
I would leave 3 hours early every day.
Did
And
they
there
figure
wasn't
it out?
anything. No, they didn't care.
But that's a religious thing. That's because of the pescatarianism, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
Just because of the dietary restrictions. No, I would just like
Of being
people,
full of everybody's bullshit.
Exactly.
People would be like, "Yo, like, you know," somebody told me, like, it would be another coworker. There's nobody I'm scared of. They'd be like,
And nobody that has a
"I heard
gun.
you leave
Right.
They would be they'd be like, somebody told me you leave whenever you want. And I was like, yeah, watch this, and I'd leave.
That's hilarious.
It was the best. And like, they never did anything to stop me. And other
seems
people
like
got
it's
in
on
trouble
them.
for it. Other people got in trouble for it all the time, and I just kept doing it. I wasn't afraid. You know, it wasn't 3 hours early every day, but there were some 3 hour early days.
That's really funny.
And somebody be like, "Did you clear it with management?" And I'm like, "No." Screw management, dude.
Deuces.
I would just I would see if there was a manager in the front of the store, and if there wasn't, I would leave.
That's great.
It's because I worked like really fast, and like I didn't do a lot of work to begin with.
Oh my gosh,
So-
that would happen to me. It's like, wow, you got your work done really fast. Here's some more work, and it's like, how about I get fucking rewarded for working efficiently, and I don't get more work. That, you know what? That's just going to incentivize me to draw this shit out and not get things done.
That's very true.
Yeah, that's how it was right before I stopped working, or right before I got fired. I was just like, they were like, "Hey, we know you leave early." They didn't do anything to stop it. But they're like, "If you can, please just run the clock." And I'm like, that's not happening. I at that point I was leaving an hour early, and I was like, $10 is not worth me staying here. I'd rather lose $10 than stay here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather go home, and it cost me $10. I want to, I was like, I want to go home.
But you're right. The problem is that people that do work harder or faster or whatever, they just get more shit to do. They don't get rewarded at all for it. Like, it's just bullshit.
Yeah, they shouldn't. Those people shouldn't work at Kroger.
True.
That's another issue. Kroger's a suck company.
I mean,
I wanted to do.
I don't know
What
what their policies are, but as far as shopping is concerned, I go there every week. I like
Kroger's
it.
great. Kroger's a great. You know, I still get an employee discount there.
Nice.
I haven't worked there in like half a year. Haven't worked there since like Christmas.
I wonder why. They just didn't take it out of your whatever.
They don't care. They
That
just do
too.
whatever.
Where do you
And
catch
it's the
these?
best. So like my mom and dad went there, and it still got that old employee discount, and
That's
it's
funny.
like 15% on Kroger products. So
That's pretty good.
yeah, you know how it is. So, and like, I don't really miss. I miss the job because it was freaking easy. But that job would throw you for how easy it was. It had some hard days,
Hmm.
and it would throw me for a loop. Like one day I got there, and they're like, "Hey, we got this chicken that's going bad tomorrow. We need you to cook all of it." And it was thousands of pieces of chicken.
What?
And I sat there
Yeesh.
for 5 hours straight, just frying chicken, dropping it, and people were having to get chicken for me because I was frying it so fast, and doing it so fast. I couldn't leave the station because if I had to wash my hands to go touch something else, that was wasting time.
Hmm.
So I just stayed in one spot and cooked chicken. They would box it up, they'd take it out, and we sold so much freaking chicken that day.
Frickin' chicken.
It was like half off. That chicken was gnarly. I think some of it went bad.
It flew out of the store.
Ha ha.
Ha ha.
The guy that worked there, it is funny. The guy that worked there before me. So I got a lot of flack. One thing I got a lot of flack for was not making a whole lot on normal days.
Making a whole lot of what? Chicken?
Chicken, yeah. It would be a slow day. It would be like Tuesday
Why am I not
night.
catching? Why am I not
don't
catching
know.
special fish? I'm confused.
'Cause you're not
All right, go
special.
ahead. Sorry.
It'd be like Tuesday afternoon. Nobody's gonna buy 18 whole chickens. Like, get out of here. I'll make 5. And then they would not like that. They said I was hurting sales. But the man that worked there before me, legit, it would say, hey, 3 o'clock, make 6 8-piece chickens. Then at 5 o'clock, make 4. He would make 1 8-piece chicken and 0.
Fuck.
And then he would make 1 whole bird and none else. He would literally make 1 of each item at 3 o'clock, and then be done working until 8.
Wow.
God, that man had it made. He used to take a million smoke breaks. He was never working. He was always outside, just sucking them down.
Super good.
Amphibian thought. There's a spot over here. Why don't you come over here, man?
Because I just need these 4 chub to turn them in. Thanks, though. I was just trying to catch any 4. Nice. Bundle complete. Congrats. Thanks.
I need a new sword.
Do we have any apricots,
Oh, come
oranges,
back.
peaches, pomegranates, cherries, cloth, or truffle oil?
I don't know about any of that.
Okay, I don't think we have that stuff. I'm just asking while I'm here.
Buy a new sword.
Catch 20 ocean fish. You got it. Oh, while I'm down here, I need to deal with this. I forgot that these are down here. They just kind of sit down here. These crab traps.
Yeah.
Oh, man. As soon as I need to catch 20 fish, it's like, oh, wow, you want some seaweed?
You know, they had sushi at that Kroger.
Yeah, they make a sushi at... I know it... Oh, my God, more seaweed. Fuck off. I know the one on the interstate makes sushi. I don't know about the ones north of us, though.
I
Do
don't
they make
know.
sushi? They probably do.
I would assume so. We're just never really.
I don't. Yeah.
We wouldn't be there during the time they would be doing that.
That they would be.
Excuse
That
me.
they would be there making it fresh
Right.
or whatever. Yeah. We're usually there on
Killers.
like Sunday or whatever. Oh, I miss sushi. That's what my thing is after we get back from our trip next week. Now that I've had my second shot and that like fully kicks in, there's an all-you-can-eat sushi place nearby. Watts has had her 2 shots, and I've got my 2 shots. But you have to wait a couple of weeks to like make sure it settles in and nothing else weird happens. We are totally going and getting some sushi.
For sure.
It is on the calendar.
Radical.
What is
sushi
this
the other day.
sword? Neptune's glaive. 18 to 35 damage. Oh, it's much less. Yeah, it's Garbo. +2 defense, +4 weight.
I took a family friend's kid to go see that movie with me today.
Mm-hmm.
He liked the anime.
Yeah.
Freaking, he had never had sushi before, so when we went to the hibachi place. I gave him a piece of my sushi. I probably should have gave him something a little bit more flavorful, because I had like a $5 sushi roll. It was very one note, and it was you just taste cold.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cheap, and that's why I wanted it.
Yeah.
It was literally just like a California roll with salmon on top. So all you taste is avocado and cold.
Yeah.
He was not a fan of it. Poor guy was not a big fan.
That's funny.
Now I hate avocado though. And I
What do you
didn't
hate
know I
about
had
it?
in
Just wondering. What is there to hate?
bad,
It's just bad. Just not your thing.
not good.
That's fair.
It's not that it's not my thing. It's bad, and it's objectively bad. People shouldn't enjoy it. You know how it is.
All right, let me adjust my whole lifestyle.
My
It's not like
avocado
other stuff.
lifestyle.
Avocado's just nasty. It's just nasty, you know?
No, please go
That's
on.
It just tastes bad, and it is bad, and it's green, you know?
Gross. Hate green stuff.
You know, I was thinking about it earlier because I don't. You know, sometimes I feel like I don't talk enough on this.
No.
Um, you know, I'm getting old.
Sure.
My man just turned 21. He's like, I'm not long for this world.
But here's the thing: is that like when I was in high school, there's like the thing of like, oh, high schoolers can do whatever they want, you know, and like they won't gain weight, you know, whatever.
Yeah, just high metabolism, young bodies.
I did not take care of it was stomach ache 24/7 in high school. And now I'm like, maybe I should start changing what I'm doing. Maybe I shouldn't drink 4 Mountain Dews on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
So like
That happened to me after
before-
college too. It's like maybe I shouldn't drink a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper and have a whole pizza in one night.
Yeah. So like now I'm sitting here thinking I'm like, how is this gonna affect me tomorrow? I'm like, is there enough fiber in this meal? 'Cause,
That's when you know you're old. When you're like, will I be able to poop this, or do I need some help from some medicine?
you know, I think a lot of people don't understand the morale boost you get of eating fiber and having good digestive health.
It's a something
such a-
boost, all right.
It's a big morale boost. Oh, that brings me to my next topic. Did y'all hear about EDP?
Yeah, you know me. No, I haven't.
So you know that he was at, yeah.
What?
I'm sorry. He was I'm trying to think, and you keep cutting me off. He was a YouTuber. He was like a football fan. He was just known for his reactions and stuff, and his like over the top. He's that black dude who's like the fat black dude who's like, oh, it's overrated, and he would just like yell at the camera and stuff.
I don't watch a lot of reaction videos, so
I
I
got
probably
nothing.
am
I
not
don't know
privy
what
to
this
this.
Anyways, he's a pedophile now, so they
Whoa,
caught him
okay.
they caught him
wait.
in 4K last.
Is he a pedophile now, or has he just been caught?
Well, I think he got caught once before, and people were like, you know, it happens. And now
He's a
they caught him
pedophile.
again.
I think you're a pedophile even if it's unknown.
Right.
Yeah. He came out. They caught him. They caught him like
Yeah.
Chris Hansen style. They had a decoy.
Oh my god.
This pertains to the fiber thing. This man was talking to not even a child. He was talking to somebody that he was trying to woo. That is what it boils down to, whether it was a
Okay.
child or not. He was talking to somebody he was trying to romance. This man immediately starts sending pictures of his bowel movements.
What?
He's like,
Oh.
he's like, hey, he's like, hey, princess, and she's like, hey, and he's like, I just tore the crap out of this toilet, and then he sends a picture,
Absolute hell. What the absolute
and he does it
hell?
like 4 or 5 times.
Who are people? I don't understand.
Oh man.
It's horrific.
And like,
Oh.
I saw the pictures. I didn't want to, but I saw them, and you could tell this man had never had anything good in his life. This man had never had good food. It's brutal. And when they caught him, you know, showing up to meet the girl, you know.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, they made him go to some weird street in the middle of nowhere. That should have been a red flag.
Yeah.
If they just tell him to go to like Dixie Avenue instead of like an address, freaking, they're like, yo, are you EDP? And he's like, hey man, he's like, what are you here to do? He's like, I'm here to pick up a cupcake. And they're like, no, you're not. And they just start reading off the stuff. It is awful, and
That's
like,
rough.
and it's just a bunch of people trying to be Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
Hey, Watts, do you have any goat cheese that I can give to Jody?
Let's see. Hold on. Yes, come over and grab some.
Is it in your house?
No, it's in my barn, but I can bring it to the house.
No,
if you want.
I'm over here right now, so I'll just come on
Is
in.
today her birthday?
Yes.
Okay. Up to the left. Up by the
Thank you so
radiator.
much.
You're welcome.
Oh, this is the only one. Are you sure you don't want
Yeah,
it?
you can have it. It's fine.
Okay, thanks.
The goats were
I've been-
dry, so sorry.
I've been watching more To Catch a Predator lately.
It's pretty entertaining.
It is, and one of my favorite things that the predators say is they're like, my brother uses my computer. Maybe maybe he's the one doing all these dirty things. And then Chris Hansen kind of looks around and he's like, "But you're here."
Right. Where's your brother?
Yeah, but
then?
He's not.
Yeah.
Where's your brother at if he's the one doing all that? There's one where he makes this dude cry because like he gets so caught up in his own story that he starts to believe it.
It's really sad.
And he's like, they had the girl wave him in and be like, "Hey, come in." And he sees Chris Hansen, and he's like, "I just saw this beautiful woman," and I was like, she said, "Come in," and I was like, "What do you want?" he's like, "I'm gonna tell her, what is it? I'm out here doing stuff." Chris is like, "What's the chances any of that's true?" And he just looks down. He's like, "None."
Aw.
I mean, I don't feel bad for him.
No, I don't feel bad, but that's just like, yeah, okay, fine. You have to admit it, right?
There's some brutal ones. Some of the guys don't get it that it's wrong, and the cops are like, "What would you have done if we weren't there?" And they'll just openly admit to it.
See, that's rough. Like,
There's no click in their mind.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's awful. And there's this one guy who gets caught, and he's like, the internet and the real life are two totally different things. Like, Chris is like, you asked this girl, or this woman who said she was 13, if she had seen a naked man before, and he's like, it's just a question.
Wow.
Jimmy,
Oh,
have you
like,
ever seen a
puts out
grown
the
man naked?
He's like, he puts on the paper. He's like, but you're asking a child.
Do you like movies about gladiators?
That's just not.
It's just a
The poor
question,
guy's
man.
just not getting it.
It's so
They-
crazy.
Do you like when Scraps rubs up and down against your legs?
Ugh,
All those questions from Airplane.
right?
I've never seen Airplane. I've seen that one scene though.
Man, great movie. It is a proper parody. But it's not just like reference. Like there's that slew of parody movies in like the mid to late 2000s that were like Meet the Spartans and all that shit.
Yeah.
Those were garbo.
Or
Because
like,
it's just like
what was that,
reference. Like the first couple of scary movies are good because they're not just references. Like they parody the tropes themselves. They don't just reference a silly thing and then move on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Airplane also does. It's a parody of Airport, which was a big disaster movie. Back in the 70s, there were all these disaster movies like Inferno and Airport and Poseidon Adventure and shit like that. Okay, you're going to hate me. I've always meant to. I've never seen Top Secret. I've
never
wanted
seen it either.
to.
I don't know
I've
what
wanted
it
to
is.
so bad, but I've just never gotten around to it.
I
It
don't
is
know.
on
What
my
is it?
list. It is high on my list to watch.
I'm not sure I've heard of it.
Top Secret is a thanks for the reminder. It is a spy parody movie with what is that guy's name? Fuck. He was in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and I can't think of his name.
The Asian guy?
No.
Who am I thinking of?
Val Kilmer. Thank you, Val Kilmer. Very young Val
I don't-
Kilmer.
I don't know
Very
that.
early on. Like pre-Top Gun. It must have been after what was that movie that he was in where he was the scientist guy? I'm trying to remember. It's not Weird Science.
Invisible
That's
Man?
no. That's the Weird Science is the one where the teenagers make the woman in their house. What's the one that he was in? Fuck. I've
The
only
Invisible Man.
yeah, The Invisible Man. I've only watched it once. True Genius. Thank you.
There we go.
3 more fish, and then I can go turn this quest in.
I think with a lot of movies, it's like,
Yeah, the popcorn one. Yeah.
people will, like, when I was in high school, because, like, I've never seen Ghostbusters. I don't want to. I know what it's about. You know what I mean?
It's fun.
I've
It's
seen-
worth a watch.
I've seen so many, scenes and tidbits. So I don't really want
Yeah.
to watch it. But, like, when I was in high school, people were like, how have you never seen Ghostbusters? Like, it never came on TV.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
There are a lot of movies like that I didn't see The Godfather Part 1 until college or afterwards, and I've never seen the second one, which I've heard is even better. Like, there are so many movies like that where it's just like, I never got around to it. Like True Genius, never got around to it. I've heard it's great.
Like, I don't care about the cultural touchstone of Ghostbusters because it's not relevant right now. You know what I mean?
It's still a fun movie.
Yeah.
Like, if you just want, like,
it's not a
entertainment.
cultural touchstone now. Ooh, fell 8 levels.
Thanks for the gold.
And I realize it's probably the wrong opinion to have a lot about a lot of stuff.
I mean, I like a lot of classic stuff, not necessarily because it's like referential now or whatever, but just because it's interesting to see. It's good, you know. It's stayed or endured for a reason sometimes, you know.
Well, that's also a thing where like people were like, "Hey, you should watch this anime that you should have watched in middle school because you won't like it now, but watch it anyways." People were like, "Watch Death Note," and I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Because it's bad." I'm like, I sure don't want to now.
Death Note's fun. Well, the first 2/3 of it is. The first
It's
2/3
just like-
of Death Note is really good, and then after that, the last third of it is absolute garbo doo doo.
Well, it's just like there were shows that I watched because I was in middle school.
Just because
That
there's
I
like
like.
nothing else to watch, or like other people were watching it, so I might as well watch too.
Well, when I was in middle school and high school, in early high school, there just wasn't anime like there is now. They all suck. They were all bad. Like Fruits Basket sucks. Like there's infinitely better romance shows to watch now. It's so antiquated and classic that I don't really like it. And like I didn't watch, you know, I wasn't really big into Dragon Ball and stuff like that. Like now I watch stuff like, you know, like Demon Slayer where there's new movies and they're coming out in theaters now, you know.
Yeah.
Like that's cool. I would have killed for stuff like that when I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school I watched nothing but like straight porn anime because there was literally nothing else that was cool.
Porn's pretty cool. Well, in middle school, I guess. I don't know. I have no clue. If that's like the exposure that you get, then it's like, hey, hell yeah, check this thing out.
Yeah. Like, you know, I like anime a lot now. I don't watch.
I've heard there's
'cause, like,
so many good things, and I just so many friends of mine talk about a bunch of different shows, and I just haven't gotten around to it.
I think the problem that a lot of people have is that they think of it as like a genre, and it's not.
Yeah.
Like if you want to see, there's genres specific to anime, like shonen. Shonen anime is stuff for like, it's for kids. It's for, you know, young adults. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like 14 to 20, but it's stuff I enjoy.
Yeah.
Because I started watching it when I was in the, you know, the last half of high school.
Mm-hmm.
When I was still in the demographic, and it's usually just about friendship and strength and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's an art medium. It's honestly like saying like I don't like anime. It's kind of like saying, oh, I don't like talking movies, or like like there's so many genres and well, there's so many genres and pieces of subject matter and things like that, and varying levels of sophistication and maturity throughout the whole thing, that it's like to write off an entire everything just because it's like, oh yeah, I think of it like this narrow specific thing that I've been exposed to.
Right now I mainly just watch romance and slice of life stuff, which is it's just life, and it's because that's what I want to watch, because I used to watch super ultra gory and action stuff back in the day when I was a kid, and now I don't want to feel sad anymore.
I got you.
So it's like people were like, "Oh, you should watch this Viking show where they're all killing each other and stuff." I was like, "No, I want to see the grocery store arc in this one show." So you know, people, that is like a big joke. They're like, "Oh, the grocery store arc is coming up this week," but like it's so exciting.
You grumbling, Chibu?
Chewy, we are almost done. This is the end of the last day. He's so upset. He's like,
What is he upset about? You got one
we've been gone.
spoiled dog over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's your baby. Come Yeah, baby.
He's looking fly though with his new haircut.
He is. He's feeling better.
Dogs are kind of ugly sometimes.
Oh no, they're always cute. Even the ugliest dogs are cute.
There's a picture of a dog I saw where they just got their bangs cut.
Oh.
It was the dog looked like a human head on a dog. It was awful, and it had those stupid, disgusting eyes that smaller dog breeds have.
Oh no, the precious
Just the
eyes.
all-seeing eyes,
They look like marbles.
especially when there's no bangs.
Mm-hmm. They look into your soul. That's why you don't like them.
Yeah, I don't like dogs very much, anyways.
That explains a lot.
They're not very pog.
They're wonderful. They're just little creatures, and they could do nothing wrong.
I knew a girl who got attacked by a dog one time.
They will attack you if you're a jerk.
Well, she was 2.
Sometimes they'll
And she-
attack you if
2-year-olds are jerks.
sometimes they'll attack you if they're a jerk. Though.
She was standing there.
Yep.
she was merely existing, and the
You're the
dog was
dog.
like, "Hey, stop." I don't know if it was somebody's dog or if it was like a wild dog, because those are here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha. But even
Man,
like
it sure did rip her scalp off. And
Ooh.
kids in general, though, should not be like people are like, oh, dogs, it's fine. It's like, no, they're animals, and kids scare them, so you should not let that be alone. Together.
yeah,
It's,
she's shown me the full extent of the damn. She doesn't have a scalp anymore.
Yep.
And her back is all messed up from where they were quickly trying to graft the skin from her back to her head, and it wouldn't take.
Mm-hmm.
So her back is just all like craggly,
That sucks.
and she doesn't have. She only has hair at the very nape of her neck. But man, she used to wear wigs.
I was gonna say, I bet she, yeah.
She wore a beanie all the time. God, it was so much fun getting her to take off the beanie, though, just to freak people out. She thought it was funny. One time, a teacher who didn't know her, I don't know how he didn't know her, but he, excuse me, he told her to take her hat off in school.
Oh,
It's not cool to have a hat on in school. She took it off. Took it off.
Aw,
Nothing.
I'll fucking show you.
that sucks.
You just see a razor thin layer of skin and just all this like cracked and like spiky skull from where her skull came back deformed.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you can put the hat back on. She's like, okay.
No, I'm gonna leave it now.
And she says she has no feeling up there. Like we used to just hit her on the head and she wouldn't feel it. Like you just tap her
Whoa,
on the head.
who's this strange man in my bed?
Howdy.
Ooh.
She said she would wake up in the morning and her face would be covered in blood because she nicked her head and didn't feel it.
Oh, shit.
You know how it is. Thanks for closing out the game while
No
it's
problem.
playing.
No problem. Well, I mean, we're wrapping it up. That was 2
Yeah,
weeks.
I didn't know, but it's okay.
That was 2. I was letting y'all know. It's 2 weeks.
It just closed
me
all
know
of a sudden.
now.
I thought I did something
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, let me know right now.
I'd said it. I said we got 3 days left. That was 3 days ago. That was our 3rd day.
It's not true. You're straight lying.
Nerd bucket. I have everything recorded. You boob.
Beef taco hot pocket. What is this? I have all the hot pockets here ranked on a website. What is number 1? You guys want to take a guess?
It is the
It's gotta be Pizza Pockets.
It's got to be
No.
the spinach and anchovy light pocket.
Ugh.
No, it's bacon cheddar cheese melt with pretzel bread.
Ooh, I think I've had that. That is good. Yeah, I
never
forgot the
heard of
pretzel
that.
bread. Pretzel bread is really good. Yeah.
The last one, the
What's the F
Mo-
tier?
the most dog water one is
It's dog
barbecue recipe. Barbecue recipe beef with crispy buttery seasoned crust. Speaking of F tier, me and my friends made a tier list. Don't say here we go. That's rude.
No, I was gonna say here we are at the end of the stream, allegedly, supposedly.
It's a tier list of restaurants. Let me see if I can find it. And I want to see if y'all agree. And we also did a tier list of chips.
Are we about to have this whole list out? Let's do it. Or you can save this, or we can save this for next time.
No, yeah, you guys are just looking at it and say yay or nay.
Okay,
Pull
fine.
it up.
Let me pull it up.
If you
Let me
want
pull it up. Let's see. How am I going to do this? I need to make a new thing.
I'm a big fan of it. I think we did good work.
I already see some that Matthew's going to disagree with.
I don't care what he disagrees with. He wasn't on the council.
Okay, so we got
Taco
A
Bell
tier,
for one.
Firehouse
That's not
sub,
too
White
bad.
Castle never had it. Firehouse pretty good. I've only had it a couple times. Wendy's, Zaxby's, In-N-Out Burger never had it. Jack in the Box, I've rarely had it. Cane's, yeah, I'd say Cane's is B tier because like their chicken is A tier, but then that's all they have, you know. And I think variety should be factored into stuff. Panera Bread, Panera has a good variety.
It's not great.
Panera has a good variety, but yeah, it's kind of hit or miss. DQ is no. Their desserts are good, but their hot food is garbo.
It is garbage.
Checkers,
Checkers.
Checkers, yeah, I'll fuck with that. That's some good stuff.
I wanted Checkers to be A tier, but that was not going to happen with the other guys.
Del Taco, I've never had it. What is this W here? That's not Whataburger.
Whataburger.
No,
Is it not? What is that?
Whataburger is unfortunately
Wiener
and
Schnitzel.
falsely D tier. Whataburger belongs at least B, if not A tier. Waffle House, Pollo Loco. Okay, Chick-fil-A. Once again, Chick-fil-A I think should be with Cane's in that they do one thing, but they do it well. They don't have a variety, but damn do they do it well. Panda Express, I'll say C tier. It's passive. Like if
Oh, I disagree about Arby's. Arby's is excellent.
Arby's is good stuff. Where's Arby's right now?
Mm-mm.
Where am I looking? Where's
Arby's sucks
D
wang.
tier.
D tier? Nuh-uh,
Arby's
no.
deserves to be an F tier, but nobody would let me put it in there.
And Five Guys, Matthew.
These people are all
And Jimmy
fucking
John's?
wrong.
And Chipotle? What?
I don't know.
Here's
why
the thing. Hold on, wait. We apparently did have our own stream where we rank this shit. Now, there's some
It's
of the
fun.
stuff that I've
It
never
is
had.
really
Like
fun.
my never had section is going to be further, probably bigger than that. What have
Well,
you
you
got?
have
Taco
to-
Bell F tier. Here's the thing. I can't think of anything that I would like legitimately put as F tier
Cookout.
because
man.
there's something that there's something I can enjoy at every single one of these places.
It was me, 3 guys from California, and a girl from Texas. So that's why our never had is so slim.
That makes sense.
I've never had Del Taco. I've never had Taco Cabana.
Yeah.
The reason Whataburger's in D tier is because the girl from Texas made her own plea deal. She said if I would put Culver's in C tier, she would allow D tier to have Whataburger. So I just went with it. I was cool with putting both in C.
Yeah, that's a good point Lauren has. If you don't disdain something, how will people know that you're cool? If you can't shit on something, then people won't know that you're
That's me. That's
a cool
just
person.
me. That's
Yeah,
what I do.
there's something at all of these places that I was like, yeah, there's like 1 or 2 menu items there, or like I like this because of whatever. Like Cookout, we have a Cookout nearby. I like their, there's nothing special or fancy about it, but it's a good burger. You know, it's just a good backyard burger. It's not trying to be anything crazy.
Oh, Chewy.
Oh, do you have a stinky poot? You're getting gassed out by the dog. That's what you get. Holding them up by your face. Yeah, I can't think of anything here that I would like legitimately put F tier. I
don't like
think
Arby's.
I'm just a positive person that also loves trash food. I'm putting everything at like A and B tier. There's stuff that I like. That's why like when we did movie reviews back in the day, it was like, oh, should we do like a rating system, like out of star, like 5 stars or 1 out of 10? I was like, what's the difference between a 7 movie and an 8 movie? All I can say is like I like it or I didn't like it, and here's why. I think you would like it if you like this kind of stuff. I think that's a better rating system than saying like an 8 out of 10. Because then at some point you're going to give something a 7.5 out of 10, and people are like, "Oh my God, you rank this lower than blah 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 blah? What are you, insane?" And it's like, dude, that was 3 years ago. like I think rating systems like that is kind of jank, and it should just be like, here is what I liked and disliked about the movie, and so therefore with that knowledge you should take this stuff. But if I just looked at something and it's like, oh my gosh, it has like a 94 Metacritic, and it's like, oh wow, okay, neat. Or if it's like, like I said, what's the difference between a 75 and a 76? What's the difference between an 80, an 8 out of 10 and a 7 out of 10? It means nothing to me.
Yeah.
So looking at
I
this
spend
list, I would have like S tier, A tier, and B tier, and like that would be it. Because there's like everything on here is like that I've actually had. It's like, yeah, I like that. I eat there. I would eat there. Like if you showed up with this food, I would eat it. Because
Yeah.
I'm a trash panda in a giant human suit.
I sent
Anyway.
a chip tier list too if you want to gleam over that.
Nah, well, we will save that for next time. I got to end stream.
Man,
Yeah, I know. Got to shut you down, but next time we can kick it off with that if you want.
sure.
Sure.
Why don't we make a tier list?
That'd be cool. Yeah, we could make a tier list one time. Just have a nice conversation.
Get 30 people on a call making a tier list.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
If something starts going up, you just hear screaming.
All right, I'm gonna end stream now. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's been good times. I'm
Yeah.
gonna cut stream. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy. Hope you have a good week, and I'll see you back here some other time. Mute. Thanks for hanging out. This has been good times. Good catching up. It's been a minute since we played.
Yeah, I hope to stream more soon, but you know how it is.
That'd be dope. Considering you're all affiliated and stuff, and you can actually.
Yeah, when
like,
are you gonna do that?
man, when people keep watching my shit, when I can get more than like one person in here at a time to watch my shit. Yeah. Watch, you are now held captive. You have to watch all my streams. I'll unsubscribe. All right, I'm ending stream. Later.